Las Vegas, and welcome to Chris Garcia, the Conservative America. And today I have a special guest on, Phill Collins. He's a friend of mine, and he is the husband of Nicole Collins, my friend. She's a little upset at me today because I'm starting the show a little bit late. I'm so sorry, Nicole. You're still my dear friend. But Phill, he's out here from the Chicago area, and they are starting a church, and he's doing a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. Phill, what's going on? Tell me about the church and we're moving out here and everything.
And Nicole got the call from the church in January. On March 31st, we left the Chicago area, and April 2nd, exactly 1 month ago today, we arrived in Las Vegas. And the attendance has been pretty good. She enjoys it. And I made a new Twitter account for the church.
Oh,
and
wow.
Both of us are administrators of the church Facebook page.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me about your congregation, tell me about the people. Are you enjoying them, or how have they been taking you guys since you came to the church?
Very nice, and I heard a few compliments on our sermons.
Mm-hmm.
I think they all like her a lot.
Good. So tell me a little bit about your background. Tell the country, because they're watching right now and they're listening to you, and just tell them a little bit about Phill. Tell them about your background and where you grew up at in the Chicago area, and just everything about you.
I have a BA in political science, and I didn't grow up in the Chicago area. I grew up in California, Colorado, Kansas, and Arkansas. And I've also lived in Oklahoma, Guam, Japan, Ohio, and Iraq. I was in the Navy for about 21 years.
Oh, wow.
Including 8 years in Marine units.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my dad was an MP for 21 years. Wow, man. So you have been all over the world.
Yeah.
How was Iraq, Phill? Tell me about that.
A little scary. I was in a Marine Infantry battalion about 18 miles south of Baghdad, the Triangle of Death. And let's see, the battalion had about 1,200 people when we got there. And a base had an internet cafe and a good chow hall and a chapel and a gym with a TV.
Mm-hmm.
There were several times when people shot mortars at us, and the building shook a little bit.
Oh, wow. What did you find? Is it really, how are the people over there, Phill? I mean, I know most of the people over there are Muslims. They study Islam. And I know, coming from America, there are a lot of Christian soldiers that came over there, Catholics, Baptists, so have it. But what did you think about the people over there?
I talked to a lot of people. About 3/4 of the people I saw were very nice, and they liked Americans a lot, and they were glad that we were there, and other people there were trying to kill us.
Oh, wow. Wow. Unbelievable. How did the kids, did they look up to you guys? I mean, what did they think? Did they look at Americans coming over there? Me personally, I mean, I believe that America is God's country. That's just me. And I believe that we as American citizens are the light of the country, the people. We're God's people, I believe. I think that He gave us this country to do good with it, to be the light of the world. And I think that how we conduct ourselves around the world, shows on our country. What did most of the people, did they look at you as liberators, or did they look at you as people that were coming over there to conquer? How did they look at most of the soldiers over there?
I think they thought we were liberators. We went by in trucks. A lot of people, I think adults and kids, waved at us and smiled, and some of them held small American flags.
Oh, Wow, that's incredible. How was the heat over there? Was it hot? I know that's desert area over there.
Yeah, it was like Las Vegas.
Wow.
When I got there in September 2004, the temperature was about 110, and the low that time was about 90. The coolest temperature when I was there was about 30, down in less than a few days. I was there for about 6.5 months.
Wow. How did that 30 feel? Was it cold that night?
No. And it just felt like 30 is a low humidity and not very windy at that time, so not much of a wind chill.
Wow. I know we're off subject a little bit. This just fascinated me because I had a military dad. What was your favorite place that you served in around the world? What is your favorite country that you were in? That you found like, maybe if I wasn't in the military, I could live here. Like, you know.
I guess I liked in this country. I was at Great Lakes for 2 years, and I liked the Chicago area. And I was in the San Diego area for 5 years. I like that a lot.
I like San Diego too. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. So, when did you? Have you always had a relationship with God, Phill? I mean, what was your background as far as religiously growing up? You know, what was your parents and stuff?
Yes, I've been Christian all my life because my dad's a pastor. He's retired now. Most time I was a kid, he didn't have his own church, but he was a Navy chaplain. He was in Vietnam when I was born. And when I was a kid, I went to church every Sunday, and I usually enjoyed it. And I go to Sunday school too, and read most of the Bible. I like that a lot.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Was there ever a time that you felt like your relationship wasn't as close to God as maybe it should have been? And do you feel like you've gotten closer to God as you've gotten older?
I always had a very good relationship with God. Can't think of any time
Wow.
when it wasn't.
That's good.
Close. Might have been a little better when I was older because I read the Bible more and able to memorize a lot more of it.
Yes. Wow. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. So tell me about when you met your wife, because she is a wonderful person, man. I mean, as soon as I met Nicole, she's just a sweetheart, and she's all about God. She's all about the Bible, and she's all about coming out here and doing good in Las Vegas and really helping that church to do very well. Tell me about that. When did you first meet her, and how long you guys been married and stuff?
We met from her Craigslist personal ad. It said she was seeking a Christian gentleman, and I thought it was very important for me to get a Christian girlfriend, a wife. So that's the main reason I responded. And about 3 days later, we met, and that was in August 2006.
Wow.
No, it was in June. August of your relationship. February 2008.
You better get that right.
I get big space.
Yeah, me too.
February 2008, Valentine's Day, I proposed.
Oh, wow.
And 18 months later, August 15, 2009, we got married in Chicago. There were two pastors, and my dad was one of them. He did the sermon during our wedding.
Wow. Wow. So is she the love of your life, Phill?
Yeah. And she started seminary in fall of 2008.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Incredible. Yeah, you guys, I can tell you guys you make a good couple, man. It's a beautiful thing to see two spiritual people, two people of God get together, man. This is a lifetime. It's going to be a lifetime marriage. I'm very happy for both of you guys, man. You're really, really good people. Tell me about what you think, I don't know, I mean, I don't care about who supports you. I am a political person. This is a political show. That's why I call it the Conservative American. So, of course, I was for Donald Trump. But I just feel like this country was going in the wrong direction, and I feel like God intervened a little bit in this last campaign. I don't care what people think, but I kind of think that. And even, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or whatever. Do you feel like this country was drifting away from God, and we need to get back to God? And because money and none of this stuff matters. What matters is that we give ourselves to our Lord Jesus Christ, and only through Him do we get to see the Father, and do we go to heaven. What do you think about the direction this country is headed in, Phill?
I agree. Country to get farther from God, because I think compared to about 20 years ago, country, at least many big cities, had higher crime rates now, like rates of murder and robbery, and I hope it'll change soon, but I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think it's a mistake? Because just to me, it seems like they're trying to take God out of everything. They don't want prayer in the school. They don't want. What do you think about that, man? You think that the government is interfering too much and trying to take God out of what's going on in our country? It just seems like when I was coming up, you said the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and you said the Lord's Prayer, and that's how you started your day. We went to chapel in the morning, and the schools that I went to all Catholic schools, and it just seemed like you had more respect. You had a fear of God, you had a respect of God and your parents, and it just seemed like the government has just intersected and has taken God out of everything. You can't pray in public places. You can't talk about. What do you think about that? Do you think the government is getting too involved in our personal lives and our spiritual lives?
Yes, I agree. It's happened too much. Today I read that about 2 months ago at Northern Arizona University, but before a class started, a student was waiting for a history class to start, was reading his Bible, and that the professors saw that and got mad. She told him, "You better take it out and never take the Bible into that room again." And she asked the head of her department to come talk to the student, and the department head also agreed, better not bring the Bible back there.
Wow. That's unbelievable, man. That's just sad. That's just sad, man. If that had happened when I was coming up, the teacher would have said, "That's good. You reading your Bible, that's a good thing." It's just amazing. I think this country is going in the wrong direction, man. I think if we don't get our lives back right with God, this country is going to perish like every other country has in the past. We are the strongest country in the world. We're an empire. We're a superpower. But it's only if God continues to bless us. If we stop respecting Him and blessing Him and stop having Him first in our life, I think our country is going to go downhill. That's just my own personal feeling. So tell me about you guys' decision. I know you made that as a couple coming out to the Las Vegas area. Do you feel like God kind of led you out here, or what do you think? I know she got to go. Yeah.
Okay. You must have. Nicole applied to other churches, Texas, Oregon, Alabama, Maryland, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and she's very glad she got a job at the Las Vegas church. God has helped her. Wow.
So tell me about the move out here. How did you guys get out here? Did you fly? Did you drive? How did you get out here?
And drove. Our car was towed, and the church paid for that along with the move.
Oh, wow.
And Nicole rented a car for us to come in. About 1,700 miles in about 2 days.
Yeah, that's about how long it took me. Did you guys stop a lot along the way, or?
Twice. In Omaha and Grand Junction.
I know those stops very well. I love Omaha, actually. Omaha is nice. I really enjoyed Omaha. I did. I stopped and we ate there. We drove out here, and Grand Junction too. Yeah, I like Omaha a lot though. What do you think? Where do you guys see yourselves taking the church? Yeah, in fact, tell us about the church. Tell us the name of it, where it's at. The people, they want to know about the church.
No. First Congregational UCC Church, Las Vegas. The address is 3415 South Mojave. And well, both of us hope to increase attendance a lot, so we can, so she can preach God's word to a lot more people.
And what's the name of it? Tell people about the name of the church. And
First Congregational Church.
First Congregational Church. And what kind of church is that? What denomination is it? Is it just Christian or?
It's United Church of Christ.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. If people of other denominations wanted to come, are they welcome?
Yes. Welcome to anyone.
Excellent. Excellent. I don't want to get too political, but I do talk about political things in my show. One of the things I've struggled with as a Christian myself, Phill, is I was kind of raised old school. I'm about your age, and I'm a good old Catholic school boy from the south side of Chicago, and there are certain things that the world is changing, of course, and to me, God's word is God's word, and His book is His book, and I tend to believe that. I tend to live my life by that. But at the same time, I live in the world, and the world around me is changing. After all, I'm African American and Cuban. I come from a mixed family. My wife is white, and 50 years ago, I would have been lynched for marrying my wife. And so, we've seen this country change for the better. I myself have struggled being a Christian, accepting homosexuality. I have. It's a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. My parents raised me to be tolerant of everyone. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. They taught me to treat everybody like I would want to be treated. But at the same time, my parents, who were both Catholic, taught me that homosexuality was wrong. That's just the way that they raised me. And I just wanted to ask you, it's a very difficult, very touchy subject. The Catholic Church has changed a little bit. They used to be very strict about it. I know they still see it as a sin, but they have been more accepting. In your life, and you being a Christian, you and your wife being leaders of a church, and of course, every church you go into today, they're going to have people that of the homosexual and lesbian community in their church, whether we like it or not, or accept it or not. That's just the way that it is. What decision or what position do you think the church should take on that, Phill, and on that lifestyle? Because it's a very difficult, you want to love your brother like, you want to be loved, and that's, of course, what Jesus talks about, but I'm also an old school, Old Testament person, and I was raised and it was wrong. So, what do you think?
I don't know much about that church's views about it, but I've been there long. But I agree with you. I think each church should read the Bible and say what they think it says about that. And I agree with you that we should tolerate and try to help anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very touchy subject. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I always pride myself on talking about things that people don't want to talk about. And, I don't mind admitting how I feel about the situation. I'm split. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's not an answer, but that really is my answer. I'm split on that. I want to get into politics one day, and I want to be very consistent when somebody asks me a question. I my own personal beliefs. The thing about me I've always prided myself on is if somebody comes to me and asks me a question, I know they say one day the Christians are going to be persecuted, the Christians are going to be executed. And if you say that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, you'll be killed. Well, I'll be the first in line to be killed because I don't mind answering that. I know where I'm going when I leave this earth. I'm going to be with God, and I'm not afraid of that whatsoever. I will never give a politically correct question. My own personal feelings, and they can have this on tape and use this against me. I believe that homosexuality is a sin, but at the same time, and I have a split answer. I don't care if people agree with me or not. I believe that you should tolerate absolutely everybody because you're not God. You are not the judge and jury. Your job is to love everyone the same. And so I don't care what race, religion, sexuality that you are. My job is to love you, and my job is to be an example and a child of God. My own personal feelings is that I believe that it's a sin, and it's in the Bible that, to me, that it is a sin. But I believe that people should love everyone that as if you want to be loved. And my dad's feelings on this, he's an old military dude, is it's none of your business. I mean, you're not married to him, so why do you care? That's something that they have to meet God one day, and they have to answer to him. They have to be accountable to him, their feelings that they had for that person, whether it be same sex or whatever it is. So I don't feel like that's my responsibility to judge people, but that is my own personal spiritual feelings. I feel like it's wrong, and I feel like it's Christians' jobs to be examples. And so if you persecute people because they're different from you, to me, you're not being a Christian. That's just the way I look at it. I think you should love everyone. And God knows what's in everybody's heart. And I think that's his job to judge them. That's not our job. But I've talked to different people from different churches, and they're split. Like you said, every church makes up their own mind about, what they accept and what they don't accept. I just wanted to get your view on that. Moving forward from that, because I know that's a touchy subject. What do you think? Because when Nicole was here the last time, she talked about still how difficult it is for women to get into certain positions in the church. Do you think that the church is open more to women now, being in leadership positions in the church, or do you think it's still tough for women?
It's still tough for women, but I know it's a lot of improvement compared to 40 years ago.
Yes.
Since then, some church groups have had the first women bishops, and more churches have been ordaining women.
I know you're very proud of your wife, man. She's a wonderful person. She loves God, man. She loves Jesus. I think she's going to do a tremendous job out here. Was it a difficult decision for you guys to make, even when she got the job, when she got the call out here? Was it tough to leave the Chicago area? Did you want to try and find something closer? Was that your first wish or your first choice, or was it just whoever gives us the opportunity, that's where we're going to go?
No, it wasn't tough at all. She got the call. She said, Las Vegas church called me. We're moving to Las Vegas. I said, okay. And if another place gave her a call about the same time or before that, it was closer, then I would have stayed. Or gone to that city. But when she got this offer, it was easy to know we were coming here.
So what area from Chicago are you guys from?
We just came from Wheeling.
Really? I know the area very well.
I also lived in North Chicago and Mundelein.
Oh yeah, I know the area very well. What school did you go to?
When I was a kid, I lived in other states. I graduated from high school in San Luis Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
It's far northwestern part of the state.
Okay. Where did you go to college at?
University of Arkansas at Fayetteville.
Oh, okay.
You been there?
I had family from down there. Yeah, Fayetteville. Yeah. Razorback, huh? Yeah. Excellent. So what are the main differences you see? I know you haven't. How long have you guys been out here?
1 month exactly.
1 month. What are the differences that you see in Las Vegas from Chicago area?
The streets are a little wider. There's not much traffic here.
I know, huh? I know. That is crazy. Chicago, you used to know, oh my goodness, traffic jams and oh man, I know. It takes you an hour to get everywhere. I know.
I think Las Vegas is very windy. I've heard Chicago is called the Windy City only because of long-winded politicians. Las Vegas, it's actual wind.
Wow.
What else? Well, we live near County Highway 215, and it's like an interstate for 10 miles in the Chicago area. I've never seen a county highway that's a divided highway like interstate. I guess the county governments have very different priorities in how they spend their money.
That's very true. That's very true. So what are the main things that you guys, tell us about the direction that you want to help the church, you and your wife, you want to help the church go? I know you guys already help the people that are coming to your church right now. I know you want to expand your church. You want your church to get bigger. Just tell me about some of the dreams and aspirations that you and Nicole have for the church.
She hopes that more people with kids will come and they'll have Sunday school classes. Right now, not many children attend. It'd be good if that attendance increased more.
Mm-hmm.
And we think it'd be nice to increase more evening fellowship so people can get to know one another more. I hope we'll get a Bible trivia game and have a nice at least once a month and let's play that board game. It's a fun way to memorize a lot of facts about the Bible.
That's right. Excellent. Do you have any kids, Phill, or?
No.
No kids? No kids. There you go.
2 cats.
2 cats. How the cats adjusting? Are you all right?
I've lost theirs.
That's good. That's excellent. That's excellent. So just tell me about, we got about 5 minutes left. Just tell the people out there, Phill, what God means to you. I didn't know about you being a Marine. I didn't know about you. I mean, thank you so much for your service to our country. I believe that the men and women of the military are the real heroes. If these kids want to look up to heroes, I know they look up to athletes and actors. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you see them on TV all the time. But I think that the men and women that serve our country are the real heroes. There's nothing more that you can do for another person than put your life on the line for them. And you did that many times for us. I know you saw a lot. There's a lot that you don't talk about, but I know you've seen death and you've been in the middle of the hurricane before, being in Iraq and some of the places that you've been. How has God just seen you through all the things that you've gone through? I know that many days in Iraq and in the middle you prayed in a lot of situations. So just tell me how God has gotten you through your life.
Yeah. Hope that I got to go to church almost every Sunday of my life. I like to start part of the service by praying or reading the Bible and religious songs, especially the songs that are based on Bible verses. And when I was in Iraq, I like the fact that I could go to chapel service every weekend. I like helping with that. I like reading lessons and helping to give communion. The chapel let me give bread or wine.
Wow, that's good. Made you feel a little bit like you were at home, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, man. I just get that vibe off you. You're such a spiritual person, and you're very calm. So I know you have a really close relationship with God. I don't think you worry about too much, man. So Just that's excellent, man. I mean, you seem like a really good guy, and uh, I hope people go to your church, man. I hope your church is a success. I really do. I hope you guys continue to grow. And do you think parents need to get more involved, Phil, as far as getting their kids in church? Because I agree with you. I think more kids. I remember when we was coming up, even Sunday school was packed. It was 30, 40, 50 of us in a room together. You don't see that anymore. Do you think the parents need to push their kids, get back to Sunday school and get into the Bible?
Yes, I hope that happen a lot more. Yeah, I noticed that too when I was a kid.
Yeah.
A lot more people of all ages were in
Yes.
church, but it doesn't happen much anymore. I don't know why that decreased.
Why do you think that any of the the Catholic Church has struggled? We've had priests that have been accused of molesting kids and things like that. I'm lucky. I mean, I went to Catholic grammar school and Catholic middle school, Catholic high school. In my first year of college, I went to a Christian college, and I've had interactions with so many priests and so many brothers and so many reverends, and they were all just wonderful to me, loving to me. Those were the best times of my life coming up and going to those schools, man. They spend time with me after school and teach me about right from wrong. And luckily, I never experienced some of the things that some of the kids have said that they've gone through. I couldn't imagine that. These guys I looked up to, I worshiped them. I trusted them with my life. My parents trusted them to be with me, be alone with me. And they were always such, I never went through anything like that. Nobody ever did anything like that. They were just always Father Calicut. I remember all of them. They were such good guys, man. They used to take me and feed me and spend time with me and read the Bible with me, and just good guys. Do you think that any of some of the maybe tarnishments that the church has gone through the last couple of decades, do you think that that's why membership is down in some of the churches?
Yes, I've heard some people I know who used to be Catholic and decided to stop going to Catholic churches, and maybe that's one of the reasons, even though maybe that their priest might have been a great priest, and maybe they shouldn't have avoided the church for that reason.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Wow, Phil, you're so right. That was simple, but it was a direct answer. I mean, you're there, you go to church for God, to worship God, not for man. And men are human and they make mistakes with flesh. So that should discourage anybody from fellowship with your man. That's not why we go to church. My parents always told me that you're not going to church for your friends or for the priest, you go to church to worship with other like-minded people like you. But you're there for God. That's the whole reason. I hope that that's not the reason too, but I have seen membership in the Catholic Church go down, and I think that that's a shame because, I just think it put a sour name on the church and on priests. You're talking about tens of thousands of priests all over the country that work in the archdiocese in every city in the United States. And you maybe had 10 or 15 people that did something wrong, and that should not tarnish what tens of thousands, the good work that priests do in the Catholic Church. You shouldn't tarnish that whatsoever. Now we're almost ready, about 1 or 2 minutes out from closing up the show, so we're about ready when you're ready. I want to thank you so much, my friend Phill Collins, man. It's so nice. Not the musician. This guy. Tell him one more time where the church is at, where it's located, what time services, Phil.
Address 3415 South Mojave. Rent a room from the church, and the services are Sunday mornings at 9:30.
Wow! Please come here. Nicole and Phill Collins, they're from the Chicago area. They've come out here. God called them to come out here and work at the church. They're doing tremendous work. I'm telling you right now, I've been sitting next to this guy for the last 40 minutes or so, and you just get such a good vibe. If you want to go fellowship, if you want to go worship. Do you guys do any other activities outside of church?
Yes. The church has a group plays pinochle one Thursday a month, and starting this Thursday, Nicole and I will start participating.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Phil, so much. Thank you for watching Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. Google us. We will be up in a couple of hours. And I promise you, Nicole, we're going to get that last show, too. I know she's a little upset at me, but that's my good friend. I also want to send a shout-out to Rolando LaRosse, my mentor, my friend. He's a little under the weather. He will be back with you as soon as he possibly can. The guy works. I don't know who works harder, him or Don Snook. Don Snook is actually producing the show today. This is the guy that puts out the newspaper, the Las Vegas Tribune. I mean, he's wearing 14 hats today, and my wife is driving him absolutely crazy, but he's trying to do it. We thank him so much. God bless America. God bless our troops, and Godspeed to Donald Trump. Thank you, Phil, for joining us, and watch us next time. Thank you. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much, brother. 30 seconds. Man, thank you so much, man. Wonderful show, brother. You guys can come back to apologize to your wife, please. I know she's going to hike my head off if she sees me, but yeah, we just got so busy running back and forth, and my wife didn't see the number on the email, so thankfully Don called and Don was like, your 1 o'clock is here. I'm like,
If we had to leave and come back in 2 days, like your wife wanted.
right, that's true.
Shit, that ain't red up there.